that. Soda. Just started in a second. Hey, did you make sure the sound was on? Move that out the way. No. Some. Um, Shalom Israel, Shalom Israel. Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shabrak thumb to the brothers. Yahweh Shamar Lathan Bashem, Yahweh Shah to the sisters. I'm Priest Officer Karan Yala, and this is the Monday Night History class. As you can tell by the title, we're going to be going over Memorial Day today, right? And the origins of Memorial Day, as well as why we shouldn't celebrate Memorial Day, and why Memorial Day is not for Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, right? I know you got a lot of people going to barbecues or barbecuing for their family and throughout, and celebrating and partaking to the festivities of Memorial Day because they are indoctrinated to believe in that they are part of America when Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are not part of America. America is a house, and Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are pets in that house. You understand? Like, America is not, it's like it. Let me get Micah 2 and 10. Because Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, we tend to believe that we actually are part of America and we have something to celebrate here in this land when that's completely false. All right? So now I'm log in. Bear with me. We tend to believe that America is home to Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. We tend to believe that America has our best interest in heart. But I'm gonna show y'all today, even with Memorial Day, that America don't give a damn about Blacks, Latinos, or Native Americans. This is the book of Micah, chapter 2 and verse 10. Arise ye and depart. The Lord said, get up and get out, right? Get up and get up out of the ideology of everybody coming together in America and us living in perfect harmony with these same Edomites that had us in slavery, right? For this is not your rest. America is not your rest. Like, we live in a place where Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans were slaughtered for monetary gain and sport, right? America is not the place for us to be at rest. The Lord said that we are not to continue to dwell in the ideology of us being one with our slave master. I'm gonna read that again, Micah 2 and 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with the sword destruction. Now, if we don't get out of the ideology of America is the melting pot, and this is the greatest country on planet Earth. And as Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, we have come so far, then we're going to be destroyed in America. You understand? We're going to get overtaken by America, and we're going to receive the plagues that the Lord is going to hit America with. You understand? This ain't our place of rest. Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the ICP under Commander General Yohana, we fully understand that this is not our place of rest. Like, And a lot of blacks, Latinos, and natives in the world understand that this ain't our place of rest. This is why you got movements like the Black Lives Matter. This is why you got black people protesting about unarmed black men being murdered every day in this country because we know this ain't our place of rest. Subconsciously for the people in the world, but consciously in the brothers in the ISUBK up under Commander General Yana, we know this ain't our place of rest. Right. So, like I said, the topic today is Memorial Day. Let's get into Memorial Day. Let's get into what Memorial Day is about because a lot of people don't actually understand what Memorial Day is about. Right. I'm gonna go into what America tells us Memorial Day is about, and then I'm gonna go into the original history of Memorial Day. Right. Okay. And if you like me, and like it's certain holidays. If I was in the world, I still wouldn't know what the hell the holiday is about. I'll probably go to a barbecue or a family get together just to get some food and don't understand what the hell I'm celebrating, like a lot of blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. But let's get into it. Memorial Day. Memorial Day is an American holiday observed on the last Monday of May, honoring the men and women who died while serving in the U.S. military. Memorial Day 2022 will occur on Monday, May 30th, today. Originally known as Decoration Day, it originated in the years following the Civil War and became an official federal holiday in 1971. Now, the Civil War is very important on the origins of Memorial Day, and we're gonna get into that in a minute, right? We're gonna look up the Civil War in a hot second, and then I'm gonna explain the Civil War to you in a hot second. But the Civil War is very important concerning Memorial Day, right? Many Americans observe Memorial Day by visiting cemeteries or memorials, holding family gatherings, and participating in parades. Unofficially, it marks the beginning of the summer season, right? Let's get down to the meat of it. The birthplace of Memorial Day and early observances. Now, this is going to get deep. The Civil War, which ended in the spring of 1865, claimed more than any conflict in U.S. history. That's a damn lie. The transatlantic slave trade and the slaughter of Latinos and Native Americans on these shores of North Central South America and the Caribbean islands is the greatest atrocity and the greatest amount of lives lost in any conflict in the USA or in America, right? Over over 77 million natives slaughtered by these so-called conquistadors, these damn devils that came over here and raped, robbed, and pillaged a beautiful people, the people of the Lord, just so they can run America how they see fit best. And then right after that, you got 100 million Northern Kingdom Israelites, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, so-called American Negro, the West Indians and Haitians. 100 million of our brothers and sisters were slaughtered during the transatlantic slave trade. So that's a damn lie right there, right? And it says Slovakia, and required the establishment of the country's first national cemeteries. Now this we gonna get into it, Slovakia. By the late 1860s, Americans in various towns and cities had begun holding springtime tributes to these countless fallen soldiers, decorating their graves with flowers and reciting prayers. Man, look, the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. And when I get into the actual history of what I'm reading right now, what happened prior to the Civil War, then you will understand why the ISUBK under Commander General Yohana calls the white man the devil. Because he deceives you with every story every law, like every peace treaty he broke. He's a deceiver. He's a devil. You understand? Salakia. Mm, okay. It is unclear where exactly this tradition originated. That's a damn lie too. To the the Salakia. This tradition of decorating these graves and putting flowers on these tombstones, I'm gonna get into the origins of that. And Salakia, if I may too, the original name of Memorial Day was called Salakia. I had it in my notes. I think it's Decoration Day, the Day of Decoration. I'm gonna get that name for y'all in a second, right? But the original day was not uh yeah, kind of is coming up, Salakia. It is unclear where exactly this tradition originated. Numerous different communities may have independently initiated the memorial gatherings, and some records show that one of the earliest Memorial Day commemorations was organized by a group of formerly enslaved people in Charleston, South Carolina, less than a month after the Confederacy surrendered in 1865. Nevertheless, in 1966, the federal government declared Waterloo, New York, the official birthplace of Memorial Day. The white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Now, we gonna get into Charleston, South Carolina, because you gotta when it comes to Google and any book created by devils or any piece of information, newspaper, anything created by devils, you gotta know how to chew the meat and spit out the bones. And what I mean by that is you gotta be able to find the BS and the truth and decipher which one is which, right? But we're gonna get into Charleston, North Carolina in a second, right? Waterloo, which first celebrated uh, the day on May 5th, 1866, was chosen because it hosted an annual community-wide event during which businesses closed and residents decorated the graves of soldiers with flowers and flags. Decoration Day on May 5th, 1868, General John A. Logan, a devil, right, leader of an organization for Northern Civil War veterans, called for a nationwide day of remembrance later that month. The 30th of May, 1868, is designated for the purpose of strewing with flowers or otherwise decorating graves of comrades who died in defense of the country during the late rebellion and whose bodies now lie in almost every city, village, and hamlet churchyard in the land, he proclaimed. Right? Salakia. The date of Declaration Day, as he called it, was chosen because it wasn't the anniversary of any Salakia. Wasn't Salakia, I'm gonna read that again. The date of Declaration Day, as he called it, was chosen because it wasn't the anniversary of any particular battle. On the first Decoration Day, General James Garfield made a speech at Arlington National Cemetery, and 5,000 participants decorated the graves of 20,000 Civil War soldiers buried there. Many northern states held similar commemorative events and reprised the tradition in subsequent years. By 1890, each one had Decoration Day, an official state holiday. Southern states, on the other hand, continued to honor the dead on separate days until after World War I. History of Memorial Day. Memorial Day, as Decoration Day gradually came to be known, originally honored only those lost while fighting in the Civil War. But during World War I, the United States found itself embroiled in another major conflict, and the holiday evolved to commemorate American military personnel who died in all wars, including World War II, the Vietnam War, the Korean War, and the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. Now, ain't that something? This devil took a holiday that was supposed to be about the people that died in the Civil War, and we're gonna get into that in a minute, Salakia. And then he turned it into, well, we should commemorate every person that ever died in any war fought by America. Like this man, this is crazy. For decades, Memorial Day continued to be observed on May 30th, the date Logan had selected for the first Decoration Day. But in 1968, Congress passed the Uniform Monday Holiday Act, which established Memorial Day as the last Monday in May in order to create a 3-day weekend for federal employees. The change went into effect in 1971. The same law also declared Memorial Day a federal holiday, right? Memorial Day traditions and rituals. Cities and towns across the United States host Memorial Day parades each year. Now, that Memorial Day parade each year, there's some significance about there being a Memorial Day parade each year, and we're going to get into that in a second. Often incorporating military personnel and members of veterans organizations. Some of the largest parades take place in Chicago, New York, and Washington, D.C. Of course, we know these are major cities in the U.S. Americans also observe Memorial Day by visiting cemeteries and memorials. Some people wear a red poppy in remembrance of those fallen in war, a tradition that began with the World War I poem. On a less somber note, many people take weekend trips or throw parties and barbecues on the holidays, Salakia. Perhaps because Memorial Day weekend, the long weekend comprising the Saturday and Sunday before Memorial Day, and Memorial Day itself unofficially marks the beginning of summer. Now, so basically, Memorial Day is known and recognized as a federal holiday in 1971, right? But the origins of Memorial Day, aka Decoration Day, started in 1866, they said, or 1865, Salakia, right? May 5th, 1865. Now, I've been doing some research about what actually happened in 1865 and what Memorial Day was actually really about. And it's kind of shocking because when kids go to school, they don't tell you about the origins of Memorial Day and actually what Memorial Day is actually about, right? So Memorial Day, as they said, was a holiday constructed to honor the fallen soldiers that lost their lives in battle in the Civil War. Now, let's get into the Civil War because a lot of people don't understand, like, a lot of people don't understand the Civil War in its entirety. They don't understand the actuality of the Civil War and why the Civil War broke out on American soil, right? Let's go to the Civil War. Let's see what Google say, and then I'm gonna give you a little bit of brief truth and history of what really happened in the Civil War. This is the American Civil War from Wikipedia. The American Civil War, 1812. I'm sorry, like April 12th, 1861 to May 9th, 1865, also known by other names, was a civil war in the United States between the Union, the states that remained loyal to the federal Union, or the North, and the Confederate states, and the Confederacy, Salakia, states that voted to secede, or the South. The central cause of the war was the status of slavery, especially the expansion of slavery into territories acquired as a result of the Louisiana Purchase and the Mexican American War. On the eve of Civil War in 1968, 4 million of the 32 million Americans, minus 13%, were enslaved. So like 4 million of the 32 million American, 13% of the population, basically, were enslaved black people, almost all in the South. Now, right? So basically, the Civil War was about, they'll tell you that, okay, one part of the United States, one set of white people in the United States, they fought to free the slaves because they thought it was wrong for black people to be enslaved. And then you got another part of America in the South that felt that black people should continue to be slaves because this is how the country was built. First of all, that's BS. Now, the South, of course, wanted to keep black people enslaved as well as the North. The North just understood that if you keep niggas in slavery and they know they slaves and you put them in physical bondage and you keep the same rules of slavery going on and keep continuing on, eventually niggas is going to revolt and there's going to be a full out war between the black slaves and the white slave masters. So these northern states, these white people in these northern states, they was a little bit smarter than the white people down south. The white people down south was getting revolts left and right, but they didn't give a damn. They just wanted their slaves intact, and they wanted to be able to murder a black man if he didn't want to be a goddamn slave. Up north, they had a different approach on how they was gonna keep niggas in slavery, and this is why you have a certain minimum wage that America has to pay blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans that still keeps them in poverty today. Because the North understood this. If you make niggas slaves and they know that they're slaves, it's not going to go well for too long. You understand? If I want a nigga to be enslaved, what better way to keep him enslaved if he does not know that he's a slave? Now, this is basically the conflict going on between these northern white people and these southern white people. So what was going on was a lot of black people fighting to get out of hellish conditions. They used to flee from the South and run to the North to try to fight in a war against the South to fight for their freedom, which we shouldn't have done that anyway. But I don't blame black people for trying to get out of slavery by any means. You understand? But that's basically what the Civil War was about. Now, we all know the outcome of the Civil War. The North won. The North won. Now, after the North won, you got the Declaration of Independence, right? They abolished slavery after the North won, right? Well, slavery was abolished in the North already because the northern states of the United States, they understood, okay, look, we can't keep these niggas in slavery for too much longer. They're gonna keep revolting. Or we gonna have a problem staying on top of these slaves if we treat them in a certain way. Let's keep these niggas in slavery, but let's not let's come up with a way that these niggas don't know that they slaves. So like it. Scripture just came to mind. Let's go to Psalms the 83rd chapter. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 83. Uh, Psalms 83. I'm gonna start at 1. Keep not thou silence, O God. Hold not thy peace and be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. Verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulting against thy hidden ones. The North wanted to put blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans in slavery up under a different name and a different set of rules, so we don't know that we are slaves. That's crafty counsel that America has took upon us. You understand? Of course, being in physical bondage to these damn devils in the South, that's crafty counsel as well. But like I said, these crackers up north, they was a little bit more smart. You understand? And they took crafty counsel against us to basically um, make us feel that they want to fight for us to not be slaves, and they got our best interest at heart. Salakia. You get the hold on. Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as an iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. You understand? Blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, we trusted our enemies during this Civil War to go run away from the South, to go fight with these damn crackers to get freedom, because we was in the worst conditions that you could think of on planet Earth. We trusted our enemies, and like as iron rusted, so did his wickedness. At first, when we ran up to the north from the south, we like, man, these white people gonna look out for us, man. Well, all we got to do is fight for our freedom and help them overcome this these southern states, so we can get up out of slavery. Then the Declaration of Independence comes, and now you have Salakia. The Declaration of Independence was like 90 years before this. You understand? But it, it you had the northern states that had the ideology of one thing, and the southern states that had a different ideology, right? Now, when they abolished slavery, you understand, in the southern states, then the Declaration of Independence is for the whole America, so to speak. And Salakia, I'm gonna drop this. Mm, okay. That's what I was looking for. That's not what I'm looking for. Salakia, drop that. But anyway, right? Like I was saying, the southern parts of the states want to keep niggas in physical bondage. Northern part of the states want to keep chains on your mind. You understand? And us want to get up out of hell. We figure, hey, you run to the north to be able to go fight for your freedom. Maybe it'll get better for us. And we see what happened with that, and it's not better for us. They still hanging and lynching niggas to this day. We still getting murdered by slave masters. It's slave patrols in our neighborhoods right now that's called the police and the sheriff's department. You understand? Because the northern states of America understood something that the southern states of America didn't understand. We have to keep these niggas in chains, but don't allow them to know that we have them in chains, right? So now, let's get into the actual origins of Memorial Day, right? Get my notes. May 1st, 1865, right? Post Civil War in Charleston, North Carolina. Union soldiers were held as prisoners in converted race courses, right? In throughout the United States, but in particular, Charleston, North Carolina. Like they used to have like the horse racing tracks. You understand these race courses? They used to turn these into what's that called? They used to turn these into prisons for 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 uh uh for Union soldiers. You understand? Black Union soldiers. They used to turn these into prisons and basically concentration camps and leave you in there to torture you. You know what I'm saying? And all type of manner of evil that they used to do to our people after they was captured and put into these converted race courses, right? In Charleston, South Carolina, around this time, about 250 captives died due to the horrific conditions that they received being in this basically concentration camp or prison for niggas going to go fight for their freedom, right? When 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 these brothers got to dying off, what these devils used to do was they'd take all of these bodies and just bury them all in one big grave, so to speak, right? And just bury them all in one grave. So after the South had lost in the Civil War, you have black men that I forget what they were called. I believe they're called workmen. I believe, but you had black men that went to this particular converted race track, right? This converted race course, right? And what they did was they dug up all of these bodies, right, and gave them proper burials to honor them as soldiers because the war had ceased and the North had won, right? So what they did was they made a grave site for all of these soldiers, gave them their own proper burial, right? And then they built a big fence around this cemetery that they created. And on the entrance of the cemetery, they wrote Salakia. See, it's in my notes. They wrote martyr. They wrote martyrs of the race course, right? And on May 1st, 1865, they had a big parade around this place, right? The parade was led by children that was carrying flowers, and you had soldiers marching behind them, a couple of preachers, and another large host of people behind them, and they made a big parade in celebrating the life of these soldiers that died in this battle. And mind you, these is all black people, right? These all black people, and you had preachers that Christian pastors that read scriptures. You understand, and everybody gathered around to sing songs. One song that they sung in particular, I can't make this up. The song was called "America the Beautiful." Man, you got to understand like how destroyed as a people we are to go through slavery. Our people run away from the South, go all the way to the North, come back down South to fight for their freedom, get killed, slaughtered, disrespected, and put in a grave amongst countless other soldiers. And then your people got to dig you out of a grave to give you the proper burial and respect that you deserve as a person that fought for us to get free. And then when this parade is had for the memory of the work that you put in to fight for your people getting free, they still turn around and sing America the Beautiful. Man, this is crazy. This is like, and this is how you know, Salakia. me see. Let's go back to the scriptures. That's how you know blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are destroyed. You understand? All of this evil and nonsense happened to blacks fighting for their freedom. They get killed, and the people that come honor these people that die, Salakia, that died for the freedom of other black people, they still at your unofficial funeral that they had to give you because America disrespected you and threw away your dead carcass. They still sing America the Beautiful. Beautiful. This is an ode to the same country that had a hand in your destruction. Right? It's nonsense. It's a lot here. That's what I want. Yeah, kind. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 48. The Lord, Salakia, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee. Right? We served our enemies that the Lord sent against us for not following these law, statutes, and commandments. You understand? We served um slavery, physical hard labor and bondage again for our enemies that the Lord sent against us because we wouldn't follow what this Bible says. You understand? In hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. We had to get we to this day, we got to get our food from the slave master. We got to get our water from the slave master, right? You got to buy your car from Chevy, which is owned by some damn devils. Ford. You understand? Brothers like these Dodge Chargers and Hellcats. You understand? That's owned by devils. You understand? You got to get your gas at a gas station from an East Indian, which is your goddamn enemy. If brothers in the world that smoke weed and cigarettes and blunts, that Arab that's selling you all that tobacco, destroying you, you got to get that from your enemy. You got to go to work, get paid for a menial job. Then when you get off work, you got to go buy your alcohol when you want to have a drink to unwind and relax from your goddamn enemies. You understand? And in one of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. America has put a yoke of iron around blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans' neck until they destroyed us. Like we had a physical yoke of iron on our neck up until the Civil War happened and the Northern states won. Meanwhile, after the Northern states win, we got to still go find our brothers that was buried disrespectfully and unhonorable burials to where we got to go dig these brothers out of their grave, give them the proper burial, make a parade for them, and still sing about how beautiful America is. That is this. We are a destroyed people. You understand? The Lord is the Lord is a terrible power. You understand? And the reason why we go through all these atrocities in America is because we want to celebrate Memorial Day. We want to celebrate Christmas, Thanksgiving. We want to eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. You want to have a best friend that's of another nation that comes from a descent that is a descendant of those nations that killed your people in slavery. Like blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, we got to wake the hell up. We got to wake up to understand that these devils don't give a damn about us. You got millions of people in America celebrating Memorial Day today, right now. Meanwhile, they're not telling you about Charleston, South Carolina. They're not telling you that they held us and tortured us in these converted race courses, and then when we died, they just threw us all in one big hole in the middle of the goddamn earth somewhere. You understand? For our bodies to rot with no type of honor or ceremony for the work that we put in for this country. And then our people have to go dig us up, give us the proper burial, and still sing to America. Like I just read to you. This is the origins of Memorial Day. May 1st, 1865, Charleston, South Carolina. You understand? I just read to you that America made this a federal holiday in 1971. Damn near, matter of fact, over 100 years later. And they didn't make it about those fallen black soldiers that fell trying to fight for their freedom. They made it about everybody who ever went to war for America. This is an evil place. This is a evil place. You understand? Salaki. Let me see what I want next. What I want. Yeah, kind. Habakkuk 2 and 12. Let's get that. This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 12. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and establisheth a city by iniquity. Man, woe to these goddamn devils that built this damn country with the blood of blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. You understand? This is a evil place. You understand? And for blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans to sit back and celebrate Memorial Day when 77 million Native Americans were slaughtered here and 100 million so-called African Americans, West Indians, and Haitians were killed during this transatlantic slave trade. You ought to be ashamed of yourself celebrating Memorial Day. You ought to be ashamed of yourself trying to marry yourself unto the slave master and following a holiday that he actually stripped from your people and gave it to everybody for everybody to come in perfect harmony. Memorial Day was supposed to be a holiday or a memorial for the black people that lost their lives fighting to get out of slavery. But in 1971, here comes the devil. You understand? And Salakia, it's Memorial Day is attributed to a damn devil. Let's get that devil's name again. General, I forget his name. Salakia. Let me find that devil's name again. Bear with me, Baba Kashaw. Yeah, General John A. Logan, right? Leader of an organization for Northern Civil War veterans. This goddamn devil was on the side of the North, and of course, the North, looking like the lesser of two evils back then, they give him all the credit for the origins of Memorial Day. Like this is nonsense. This is BS. You understand? Let me get Amos 5 and 21. Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you celebrate Memorial Day, you are a slave. You are a slave. You understand? You a goddamn slave. And you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Because what's a slave gonna do? A slave is going to do what his slave master does. The slave master say, Master, I mean Salaki, the slave say, Master, you sick, we sick. You understand, Master, what is we gonna do? Slovakia. Mm. Was the book is the book of Amos, chapter 5 and verse 21. I hate, I despise your feast days. The Lord hates and despises Memorial days. You understand? The Lord hates any holiday that's celebrated by our people that's given to you by another nation. The Lord said he despised your feast days. Memorial's a feast day. Memorial Day is a feast day. Niggas is finna have big barbecues, family gatherings, and sit back, eat all the swine that they want, eat all the shrimp, pork, crab, and lobster that they want. It's gonna be niggas making gumbo on Memorial Day, all type of manner of evilness. The Lord said he despised your feast days. Verse 21, I'm sorry, middle of verse 21. And I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. The Lord, like when we had sacrifices, the Lord said, when you sacrifice a clean animal unto him, it is a sweet savor unto him. Meaning he loves the smell of clean animals being cooked in righteousness and in Salaki, what's the word I'm looking for? He loves the smell of good animals being cooked in in reference to us worshiping our God. You understand? The Lord loves that. But the Lord ain't finna smell in your solemn assemblies when you sitting outside in front of your house or in front of your apartment building cooking a nice thick slab of pork ribs to commemorate your slave master giving you a day of rest or giving you a day to party and giving you a day to celebrate because he told you to celebrate. The Lord don't give a damn about Memorial Day. The Lord hates Memorial Day. Salakia. Go to Jeremiah 10. Book of Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Listen to these words, house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen. The Lord said, learn not the way of the heathen. Your slave master go barbecue because he's happy that he got you in systematic slavery and the yoke of iron is not on your neck no more. It's in your mind now. The Lord said, learn not the way of the heathen. This cracker go barbecue on Memorial Day. You ain't supposed to be doing that. This cracker say pork is the other white meat. You ain't supposed to be doing that. You understand? This cracker say dress up for Halloween and go door to door asking strangers for candy. You ain't supposed to be doing that. You understand? Decorate a big Christmas tree in front of your damn children and indoctrinate them to understand or believe that a white man jumped down their chimney to gave them some damn presents. You ain't supposed to be doing that, Black, Latino, and Native Americans. You understand? That's against God. Celebrate Memorial Day. Celebrate any holiday that the Lord don't ordain to be a holiday for the children of Israel is against our culture. You understand? And it's so evil to give was to give your strength unto another nation that prospered off of killing your ancestors. You understand? These devils, oh man, it's Salaki. Let's go to the Apocrypha, the book of Maccabees. No, First Maccabees 1 and yeah, First Maccabees 1 and 11. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us, For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. You understand? Like your Christian pastor is sitting up there telling you, "Oh man, it's gonna be a good memorial. We about to have a fish fry, a big cookout, a barbecue. We're gonna give out plates to the homeless." That's because these are the same niggas that said, "Look, let's go marry unto these heathens. Since we departed from them, we've been having sorrow." Meaning we jealous of what they got going on, and I want to be a part of that. You understand? Your Christian pastor is a good slave for your slave master. You understand? Proverbs 3:31. Go to Proverbs 3:31. Envy thou not the oppressor. Don't be jealous that your oppressor is having a barbecue because he can live deliciously in this land off of you being his slave for so many years. The Lord said, envy thou not the oppressor and choose none of his ways. Nigga, don't choose Memorial Day. Like I just told you, Memorial Day is accredited to a white general, and this is a holiday for them. You understand? The Lord said, don't choose none of his ways. This cracker go barbecue a slab of pork ribs. You stay away from that stuff. You understand? You stay away from getting high. You stay away from strippers, whores. You understand? Being a drug dealer. You stay away from celebrating Christmas. You stay away from abortions. Like the white man, which is the devil that the Bible speaks of, he's known for killing children. You understand? The brother that just slaughtered them 19 kids up in Texas, he he didn't understand Proverbs 3:31. He didn't understand when the Lord said, envy thou not the oppressor. You understand? He envied the oppressor. He figured, hey, and if you don't know, he actually worked in the field with his grandfather growing tomatoes and vegetables. That brother for sure was an Israelite from the tribe of Issachar. But the nigga, he envied his oppressor. He wanted to be just like his slave master. This is why this nigga wore a dress. This is why this nigga indulged in homosexuality, because he was envious and jealous of his slave master, and he chose his way of being a sodomite, his way of murdering children. You understand? The Lord said, envy thou not the oppressor and choose none of his ways. Man, look, you see brothers in the ISUPK up under Commander General Yana, we wear war scarves, we wear crowns, we wear mitres. You don't see white boys wearing what we wear. You understand? We sacrifice our life for our people. You don't see white boys doing that. You don't see none of these nations doing that. You understand? Like even a Muslim, when they strap them bombs on themselves, they're not sacrificing their damn life for these damn for their own people. And you would be a goddamn fool to go somewhere and kill yourself to say you sacrificing your life for your people. That's that. Come on, man. Like it's better to die in battle. You understand, fighting for your people instead of just going to go kill yourself and a whole lot of other people because you mad about what the hell is going on. You understand? Or going out to go slaughter a whole group of people because you mad about what the hell is going on. The white man, select white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Let's go to Job. I don't mean to be all over with these precepts, but the Lord is putting the spirit on me to go to these precepts so you can understand your oppressor, his ways, this holiday, what we not supposed to do. You understand? I won't. Job 30. Let's see. Yeah, kind of. This is the book of Job, chapter 30 and verse 1. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. Job, understand. Like Job is prophesying about what's going to happen in the future. Those that are younger than I, meaning Job was not an Israelite, but he is he predates Israel, but he's from the chosen people of his time. You understand? The Lord didn't choose everybody on planet Earth before Israelites. You had Noah, you had Shem, and you had the men that came from Shem that the Lord chose. You understand? Ultimately, that ended up being Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob in the latter years. But Job predates Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You understand? And this is what Job says. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision. They that are younger than I, meaning this is like these Edomites to come in the future, they younger than me, meaning they smaller than me. The Lord don't care about them how they cares about me. Now, these people that are younger than me, they have me in derision. You understand? Salaki, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. Ooh, Job was a cold nigga. You understand? He said, they fathers, I wouldn't even let they fathers be with the dogs of my flock. You understand? The oppressor, the white man, the devil that the Bible speaks of, his forefathers, Job said, man, you couldn't even sit with my dogs. You understand? You worth less than a creature that will lick his own genital area and backside. You understand? Verse 2. Yea, whereto might the strength of their hands profit me, in whom old age was perished. Salakia. Verse 3. For want and famine they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness, in former times desolate of waste. Right? Now, if you know the history of these damn devils, they was chased out of humanity because of all the evil that they did. And what they did was they went to go live in the Caucasus Mountains of Georgia, Russia. You understand? This whole race of people went to go live in the Caucasus Mountains of Georgia, Russia around the times of the Dark Ages after Rome fell. You understand? Salakia. Verse 4. Who cut up mallows by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat. A mallow is a goddamn flower, and a juniper root is a juniper. Salaki, let's get that. Because I believe it's a tree, but I don't want to. I don't want to misquote the scripture, so let's go ahead and see it. Well, let's just say edible. White man's a devil and still a caveman. Here, kind junipers are connect, coniferous trees and shrubs in the genus Juniperus of Cypress family. So basically, a juniper is a tree, you understand, or a bush that got wooden roots and they got little small bushes at the top, right? Let's read that again. Who cut up mallows by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat. So these damn devils, the same people that these crackers that descend from, that basically stole Memorial Day from their slaves and made it a national holiday. This is how they used to live. These damn crackers used to live in the caves. You understand? And when they was in these caves, they used to come out, find flowers, and cut up wood and eat flowers and wood. You understand? Like you got to be a low level base people to eat flowers and wood. You understand? Verse 5. They were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as after a thief. When the scriptures say what they were driven forth from among men, the nations on planet Earth understood how wicked these goddamn devil was, and they chased these bastards all the way into the Caucasus Mountains of Georgia, Russia, to get them away from humanity. The Lord expelled this so-called white man, this devil that the Bible speaks of, away from humanity because he wreaked havoc on everybody that it came across. Like the scriptures say, they live by the sword. You understand? And this is how they took over all the countries, right? Verse 6, to dwell in the clefts of the valleys and caves of the earth and in the rocks. Ain't they called Caucasians? They call Caucasians because they come from the Caucasus Mountains. Like, if a white man fills out a job application right now, he's going to say, I'm Caucasian. Whether you're French, whether you're a Spaniard, whether you're a Roman, you understand? A fake Jew, he knows damn well he's a Caucasian as well. You understand? Russian, Ukraine, wherever the hell you from, wherever the hell you come from, if you are a pale-faced Peggerwood and you know you're a Caucasian, this is who Job is talking about. You damn bastards that came out of them caves called the Caucasus Mountains in Georgia, Russia. You understand? This is who Job was talking about. I'm going to read that again. They were driven forth among men. They cried after them as a thief, to dwell in cliffs of the valleys, in caves of the earth, and in the rocks. That's you, white man. You understand? They were children of fools. Yea. Salaki. I'm jumping the gun. Verse 7. Among the bushes they brayed. Under the nettles they were gathered together. It said, among the bushes they brayed. You know what it means to bray? Matter of fact, let me see. Let's see if I can find the sound of what braying is. Braying is the equivalent of a donkey going how the voice that the sound that a donkey makes when it's trying to communicate. Watch this. Hopefully y'all can hear this. Try to turn the volume all the way up. That's who rules over us right now. A goddamn race of people that used to communicate with people by going hee haw, you understand, and doing exactly what the hell that donkey did, Salaki. But these Salaki, let me see. They were children of fool, Salaki. Among the bushes they bred, under the nettles they were gathered together. You understand? These damn devils, in order to keep warm, because they didn't have the wherewithal to be able to go kill an animal and make coats of skins up out of the animal and build houses and stuff. They lived in caves and up under bushes. They just huddled together to keep warm and to communicate with each other. They talk to each other back and forth, sounding like donkeys. You understand? Verse 8. They were children of fools. You got to be a goddamn fool to sit up there and not understand that you need shelter as a human being. You need some covers as a goddamn human being. You understand? You don't understand language and how to speak as a proper human being. You cannot eat a goddamn piece of wood and some damn flowers as a human being to nurture your damn self. You got to be a goddamn fool to do that. And these people are children of fools. You understand? Donald Trump and any white man, Elon Musk, any white man that you see on top of the world right now, remember that these crackers come from people that used to huddle together under bushes to keep warm, eat wood and flowers, and communicate with each other talking like donkeys, eating lights off of each other, having sex with their own mothers. You understand? When you can see that Geico commercial, it's easy as a caveman, or it's so easy a caveman can do it. Your goddamn slave master, Joe Biden, any white man that you've ever seen in that White House with a suit that's acting like he's a prestigious human being, or he's somebody to be revered, these are the people that they come from. The people that Job is describing. Let me see. Verse 9. And now I am their song. Yea, I am their byword. Now we they song. Now we they byword. We are your pet nigga now. You devil. You understand? As a whole, blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, we are the subjects of white people. And whoever the hell else that they decide to bring over here in America to reap the benefits off of what blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans have built in this country. You understand? And it's because of things like it's because of us wanting to marry ourselves unto America and celebrate days like Memorial Day and so forth and so on. You understand? But I'm gonna jump off of Esau. You understand? Get off his neck real quick because this class is it's about Memorial Day, how evil it is, how the Lord don't want us to celebrate it, and it's about the origins of us being a destroyed people. You understand? Salakia. I drop that. Let me get what I want now. Get on that. Yeah, that was it on that. Yeah, but so Memorial Day, the origins of it comes from May 1st, 1865, after the Civil War. You understand? Our people want to go basically get a proper burial to our brothers that fought in the Civil War for us to be freed out of this hell. You understand? Brothers, get them a proper burial, get them a proper burial site. You understand? And have a big parade for them. And on top of the parade, us being so destroyed in this country, we still sing an ode to America, the same country that has been raping and robbing and murdering us at that time for about what 150, 160 years, something like that. You understand? But with that being said, that concludes the Monday Night History class. Wada for tuning in and rocking with me for this short amount of time. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. We're gonna get to pushing out these Monday Night History classes more often. Of course, in the right seasons, we're gonna bring out the proper information. You understand? And educate blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans about what's actually really going on in this empire that we live in. You understand? With the ISUBK, start out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. We ain't affiliated with no fake Israelite groups. We're not affiliated with no Christians. We're not affiliated with niggas who gonna tell you to celebrate Memorial's Day. You understand? We ain't affiliated with niggas who gonna tell you that you shouldn't stand up for your people and everybody should come together and live in perfect harmony up under the goddamn devil. You understand? Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shah Thumb to the brothers. Yahweh Shamor Alathan Bashim, Yahweh Shah to the sisters. You understand? Make sure y'all tune in tomorrow night on the ISUBK NorCal channel for the Tuesday night Brotherhood class. I believe it's going to be taught by Officer 5000 Kassar Pakad. Wednesday night class, either Officer 5000 Kassar Pakad or Officer 5000 Karak. Wednesday night class, we have the Wednesday night law class. Once again, either Officer 5000 Karak or Officer 5000 Kasar Pakai. And then we have the Thursday night scripture breakdown class on the NorCal channel as well. Make sure you tune into that. Once again, to be taught either by Officer 5000 Karak or Officer 5000 Kasar Pakai. Tune in Friday nights for the Lashawan Kodash class, taught by me, Officer Karan Yala, on the ISUPK NorCal page. And then we have the Sabbath service, taught by Officer Kabada Bond and Officer Imawan as well. You understand? With that being said, Shalom, Israel.